these policy spaces, they are designed in a certain way to keep out people who really want to make change. So it's so hard for even the girls to participate in policy spaces, because if you're not invited, you can't participate in the policy spaces. Those spaces are dominated by the county government. So in case you're even invited, you will share, I want this to be done, to be implemented, and it will not be added into the policies.
Our legal systems have really failed us, because we do have a lot of policies and frameworks that support things like returning teen moms to schools. Is it being implemented? Not at all. We are doing so well in developing policies, but if they're not implemented and we don't have financing for the same, that is also something else. Other than that, we do not have very strong institutions that are taking up things like ensuring that witnesses are protected.
In lawyer community, when it comes to matters of SRHR and how culture affects it, being a patriarchal system, the women have no power and autonomy over their bodies.
We are still working with a community that tends to see like women are just meant to be in the kitchen. We have grown in a patriarchal society. That's the sad thing about it. And tough place is that we are still in it. So why is important is this is no longer the days of our grandfathers. Also, we can't sit down and watch people suffer. So it is important so that women receive justice for the abuse, and then also women get to understand their rights.
Justice is not being served. These kangaroo courts whereby someone is raped and they say, let's take this matter to the assistant chief. So when you get to the assistant chief, this person you'll be summoned and all that. You appear before that, you start with the process. But afterwards, the perpetrator comes back, gives out some cash, and you find the assistant chief doing away with that matter. So it's hard for the affected person to get justice.
For us YCK, it's very important for us to have like connections and partner with the county governments, because when you're dealing with policies and laws, you need to involve the county government.
I speak for the voices of young people. Policies guide us, laws, regulations guide us. So basically, we can't be able to have the community have things implemented with the policies unless they have someone who represents them.
With advocacy, with female empowerment, to may come a very long way, though we still have like a long way to go.
Even moving on, I would love to see more in the policy space, and how that would look like is when we are developing policies, they need to be very holistic. And you cannot have holistic policies if the policy is not intersectional, if it doesn't consider boys, if it doesn't consider girls, if it doesn't consider teen moms, if it doesn't include survivors of sexual violence. So I am hoping that our efforts can move beyond community and also go into the county and national policy spaces, such that when they are in those spaces, or when we are in those spaces, we can be able to have policies that are very holistic.
We should stop normalizing the inequalities that happen in regards to reproductive health, and also we should stop victim blaming a survivor when they have been maybe denied sexual rights, maybe they have gone through gender violence case. So my call to action is, let us be the first gatekeepers of access to reproductive health in general.
My message to stakeholders is that SRHR is such a broad spectrum, and no matter what we do, no matter how many stakeholders we are, we cannot achieve the visioned results that we want if we don't work together, and if we don't stick to our vision of making the community a better place. So if we get the opportunities, if you get the opportunity to partner,
it's good we do this. So